I have meditated for over 420 days in a row, and I wanted to make this video about gratitude because I feel like you are missing out a lot if you don't do it, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it so you can change your life like how it's changed my life. So why should you do gratitude in the first place? This is the habit to couple with your meditation like I described it in the title. It just makes you more appreciative, if that's the right word, for what's around you. You just appreciate what's around you so much more, the people and the places and the things. It just puts you into a really positive state. Like you actually look at something and feel happiness when you look at that thing. You just have so much more gratitude than you normally would for for what's around you. So how do you actually do gratitude? I'll tell you how I do gratitude. I just write in points what I'm grateful for. I am grateful for X if it's a thing or a person, or if I'm grateful that some kind of event that had happened, I'd say I'm grateful that had happened. So how do you actually do gratitude? I'll tell you what I do. I just sit with a journal every day and write down what I'm grateful for in points. I am grateful for X. It could be an object or an event or a person or just something that had happened. And you actually have to actualize that in your mind of why you're grateful for it and break that down in your mind. Like I just if I'm grateful for an object, I just imagine like the people who first designed that product and then the people who manufactured it in the factory and then how it got to a commercial level that I could buy it and then use it. I am grateful for the people who had sacrificed their time and energy to create that product just so I could use it. And you don't even have to do this. You can just sit and think of points of gratitude, just feel the gratitude and just drown in that good emotion of gratitude. And when you do this, you'll end up just getting random thoughts of gratitude throughout your day. Like I could just go I remember it was most impactful for me when we went to Adelaide. We just went to the city and I couldn't help but feel grateful for like these fancy buildings, these people around me, and that has happened ever since. That was 6 months after I'd began gratitude journaling, and I've only gotten more grateful for the things around me, and I think I've even just gotten more creative of in regards to how I can be grateful for the things around me, because I remember when I started it was really like one-sided. Like I was just writing down I'm grateful for X and that's it. But now when I do gratitude, I really dig deep into the reason why I'm grateful for it. And I found that it's kind of a waste of time if you deliberately sit and think of points of gratitude because it's just gonna take you like forever to think. So what I like to do is called productive meditation, which is during the day I think of points of gratitude, and then when it comes to like 4 5 p.m. where I have to have that session of gratitude, that's when I use those points. I just try to remember what those points were in my mind to save time because me personally, I don't really have that sharp of a mind. It just takes me forever to think. You can watch the video that I made about productive meditation to learn more, or you can just read deep work because that's where I got the idea from in the first place. It just saves so much more time instead of deliberately sitting there and thinking, which would take like an hour to fill a whole page, but now it only takes like half an hour to fill a whole page because you already have the ideas in your mind beforehand. You need to be looking out for why you can be grateful for the bad things that happen in your life. Being grateful for the bad things that have happened in your life just rewires your brain to find gratitude when something bad happens again. Like, I just lost my, at the start of the video in my hook, I told you I meditated for 420 days. I just lost that streak recently at 422 days and I was devastated. But immediately afterwards, I began to have thoughts of gratitude. Like, now I can talk about it in this video for extra content, for a story to tell. And I've only had that positive mindset because I've been practicing gratitude. I realized that I didn't meditate that day at like 11 p.m. that night, and that was quite a devastating night for me. But I woke up the next day and immediately began having thoughts of why I could be grateful for it, of why I am grateful that it happened. And I think that that's extremely powerful instead of drowning in your own sorrow about how bad it is that it had happened. I've had a lot of tragedy like that in my life that I've been able to find gratitude in, and I've realized that you can only really find true gratitude in what had happened like a few months, like a month or a few months after it has happened down the line. It's quite, it's, I hope you understand that it's just quite hard to find gratitude in something right after it's happened while you're still devastated that it had happened. You have to give it time and patience and see things through to really see the good side of it. Because the good side of it will only really take place once time has passed, if that makes sense. So yeah, gratitude has quite changed my life. I'm much more appreciative and grateful for what's around me, and I now have that power of being grateful for the bad things that had happened to me and taking advantage of that.